This is Amateur Thinking, and welcome all viewers. First of all, I would like to wish you a very prosperous 2018. And I wish that the blessing and the luck that comes from whoever gave us permission to be alive be upon you, your friends and family, as we endeavor to make ourselves even happier in this 2018. Let's be nice to one another. The purpose of this video today is just a continuation of the series on amateur thinking. Particularly on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and recapture some of the things that I said in video 1, which was obviously amateur thinking, and the title was Fellow Man is Not the Enemy. And we concluded that the enemy really is the problems that we are suffering from. You know, the problem is the condition in which we are. That is the problem, and that's what we have to deal with. We all have the brain power and the capacity and the ability to be able to overcome those problems. Now, going into recapturing video 1, let me use an analogy. The analogy is that of a jigsaw puzzle. Now, you know, with a jigsaw puzzle, to put it together, that is the whole point. So you have to go bit by bit, putting it together until you get the picture of what it is you want to put together. Now, if you look at our history, our human history, from the dawn of its existence, from the dawn of our existence, from the beginning of man, where man started from, slowly coming up to where we are today, we've been through a lot, collectively, as a whole world. We've been through major wars. We've been through major catastrophes, you know, things like natural disasters. We've been through some difficult problems. The list is very inexhaustible. It's very big. But it looks like, as we have been slowly going through that trajectory of our history, it seems we've been looking for pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. And now, in as far as amateur thinking is concerned, we have reached a point where we have most of the pieces. Now, what we need to do is to sit down, all of us together, and put those pieces together for us to see what it is, the picture we are trying to put. I don't think we found all the pieces, but at least most of the pieces, we found them. And once we put those pieces together, the pieces that are missing we'll have an idea what the pieces are that are missing, so we can make the world a better place for each and every man. This world is never going to be good for only some people and you are going to leave other people out. It's never going to work like that. This world is going to be good for everybody. You see? So in video 1, I did say one of the biggest problems we have in the world is this legality to war or legality to terror, where sane people with PhDs and degrees cause war. That is careless, and that is a big mistake. You know, we tend to use the fact that we tend to compare ourselves with the other animals, you know, ferocious animals like lions and tigers and whatever it is, the ferocious animals. And we have that idea of survival for the fittest. The stronger animal will be able to be the one that will survive. But one thing about animals is that they don't have a way to predict where their resource is going to come from. A lion or a chimpanzee, a cheetah, doesn't know where the gazelle is always elusive. So there is a need for that animal to be vicious. As a matter of fact, evolution has favored them to give them natural weapons. Snakes have poison. You know, they've got big teeth and they've got infrared. They can see at night. Whereas as humans, evolution has also favored us not to be dangerous to one another. We don't have no natural weapons. No human being has got a natural weapon. Everything we have, we are designed. Evolution has favored us not to be violent to one another. We have got a soft skin. We are aesthetically pleasing. And again, evolution has really favored us not to kill one another. Evolution has favored us to be tame. This is what the whole point is. Now, let me just stress out a little bit this area of slavery. As you know, lives were destroyed, families were destroyed, people were taken, men and women were taken to work in plantations for years. And yet there was wealth in the belly of the earth. There was oil, there was coal, there was so many other wealth in the account again. And at the time they were using coal, but very inefficiently. Nobody knew in the 1500s. And on top of that, the population was less than 1 billion people. Can you imagine all that wealth for only less than 1 billion people? If they had planned then, by now, 500 years later, this world would have been okay. The population would even have been 7 billion going to 9 billion as we are talking today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need to calm down. All of us, let's calm down. Let's put the bits of the jigsaw puzzle together. We will be able to make this world a better place for each and every man. I'm very optimistic. Very, very, very optimistic. Incredibly optimistic. It's very, very possible. War and terrorism is careless. It's a mistake. The other animals, we can't compare ourselves to them. They have been favored by evolution to be vicious because they do not have a way to predict where their next food is going to come from. We have the ability to predict. And we haven't even started. This is amateur thinking. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening.